What's good, boss chicks? Welcome back to another one. Okay, so I posted these nails on my social site, and I've been getting a lot of requests for these nails. So today I am going to be showing you how I achieved this design. So let's hop right into the video. Okay, and so here we are back. So I have prepped two practice fingers. So I have prepped two of these practice fingers, and we are going to do two different designs. So I picked out a yellow from iGel Beauty. I picked out a white. This one is from Lavender Violets. I also have this Dancing Cinderella. This is the one that I have on my nails. And then I have a black from Joy Tea. So I also have my resin plate that I'm going to be putting the colors down on. I have a liner brush that I would be using, a dotting tool that I'm going to be using as well. I have my dapping dish, and I have some alcohol in case I make any mistakes, then I can clean up. So I'm going to go ahead by putting some alcohol into my dapping dish. I'm also going to I'm going to work with the pink first because it's the one that I want to do. There's two methods to doing this. You can choose to paint the entire nail. I'm going to show you guys the bottom of my nail, and then you can get exactly what I'm saying. So I'm going to put some black here on the plate. I'm also going to put the gray down. Now, as far as like the background color, like I said, there's two options to doing this, but there's a disadvantage to one of them. When you decide what your background color is going to be, no matter what you're using, if you're using a green, if you're using a pink, a yellow, or it doesn't matter what color you're going to be using. When you choose to use those, I say choose a background color and polish the entire nail, the background color. It'll take out less work. I'm going to show you the difference here in just a second because I did it both ways. Okay, and so we have that. Okay, so now, under my thumbnail, you can see I polished it red, and that was my background color, and then I went on top in between kind of with the gray, the white, and then the black. On my middle fingers, I decided to do the opposite way around so you can actually see the camo in this nail. So you can see the camo up under this one, and I did this one the same way. It takes longer doing it this way if you don't put down a base color and you just go in and, you know, design it with all the different colors. It takes longer to do it that way. So I recommend actually doing a base color. So with this one, we are actually going to polish this. This is number H4 from Joy Tea. So I'm going to go ahead and polish this. I did two coats. So I'm going to do two coats like I did before. So I'm going to go ahead and polish this nail, and then we're going to stick it in the light for 60 seconds. And then I had used some white from iGel Beauty. When I used that white from iGel Beauty, honey, it was too thick, so I switched over to the Lavender Violets white, and it seemed to work out just fine. I'm going to be using this Mellow Yellow from iGel Beauty. I haven't used this yet. I didn't like the white, and I warmed it up between my fingers and it still didn't. I don't know. I didn't like it. Let's see what happens with this one. Because, you know, you had some polishes that are kind of thin, others that are kind of thick. This one seems to go on smooth, but we'll find out with that second coat. I'm going to put this one in the light, and we'll go ahead and get the other one back out. gonna go in with a second coat of this yellow. Okay, now that we have that one out, I'm going to work my way from dark to light. So I'm going to start with, I use both ends of the dotting tool. I use the smaller end, as you can see, or I use the bigger end. Just kind of depends on what I'm doing. I'm going to move my plate over so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to take that like that. And it's just random. It doesn't have to be a certain place or anything like that. It's just random in the little spots that you choose. Just like that. Then I'll go ahead and stick this one in the light for 60 seconds. And then we're going to go ahead and move over to the yellow one. So now I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same thing on this nail, just like I did on the pink nail. There's no particular right or wrong to where you want to place it. It's just kind of having foresight as to where you think the other colors are going to go. And you can always come in with more of the other ones. You can paint some lines if you want them to be a little bit thinner. Let me get a little bit closer so you guys can see. I'm going to go ahead and take my dapping dish with my alcohol in it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me move this over. So I'm going to take that and then I'm going to wipe off the dotting tool from the black that I had. And then the next color I'm going to go in with the gray. And then same thing, just kind of randomly placing it on the nail. What I did with mine was I went close to the ones that were already there and kind of outlined some of the lines that were already there, because these colors look really good when you kind of follow the same pattern that you've already laid down. A lot of camo overlaps. If you look at any pictures of any camo, you'll see that the colors overlap, and you can just randomly choose. Like I said, there's no right or wrong way to doing it. Just get your colors laid down. Just like that. As you see, I left a gap right there on that one. Kind of did that on purpose. As you see, as you fill it in, it'll start to make sense. And stick this one into the light and wipe that off to set that down, and then we're going to go ahead and get the other one. Okay, now we are going to the yellow one, kind of the same thing, kind of tracing the lines and stuff that you already have there. I find it easier to do this with a dotting tool than to do it with a liner brush. I have the liner brush in case I need to add like more somewhere if I want to add more. I find that because camo is random and it's not you know, real neat, that doing it with the dotting tool is better than doing it with a liner brush, because doing it with the liner brush, I think the lines would just come out too perfect. unless I want to add more. With the dotting tool, you get a little bit more randomness, so that's kind of why I'm using the dotting tool. I find that it's faster and easier to do it this way. Let me start the light again on the pink one. Uh-oh. Y'all see that? I was about to make a mistake. I wasn't looking. I was looking in the light. And because we have a base color already laid down, I feel like I want to come over here a little bit. Then keep in mind that that's the other fourth color, or however many colors that you're using. I looked at some pictures on Google to see, typically they had about 4 colors or so that was on there. So really random. Looks just like that. And as you can see, it's all starting to come together. So when we add in that white, everything will start to come together. And if you need to go back and do another color, you can. So don't forget to clean off your dotting tool in some alcohol. And then I have that lint-free wipe right there. So we're still switching back and forth between the colors of the pink one and that yellow one. So I got the yellow one in the light. Well, I'm trying to get it in the light. It's a practice finger, so it likes to roll. So have that one in there. So let's get back to the white. So it's starting to come together, as you guys can see there. So I've already cleaned it off. So we're gonna go in with the white and just randomly place it. But you're not trying to cover up the pink, because remember, the pink or whatever color you use is the fourth color that's laying down. Let me turn this around before I make a mistake and put the gray back on there. And a lot of the colors touch and overlap, so you can do that. And see, it's not a matter of, you know, a correct placement of like where to put things at. You just kind of go from there. And then if I see any spots where I want to add a little bit more, one of each color, then I'll go ahead and I'll do that. I feel like this nail is okay, but I feel like when I went in the middle right here and kind of put that black in there, I'm gonna drop some, I mean, I put that white over that black. I'm gonna go ahead and drop some black over that. But you have to be careful too, because if you mix colors, they'll blend without curing. So you have to cure in between and just kind of be careful, otherwise you'll get a different color than what you were expecting. So make sure that you do cure. So don't forget to put them in the light. And I feel like this is kind of nice and weird, but I can't go over this white right here without putting it in the light first. So I will put it in the light here in just a few. And then I can go over that white with a little bit of black, or I can go in with the pink, either way. But that's starting to look good. I'm gonna go ahead and let's switch this out. We're gonna get this one over into the light and then work on that yellow one. So like I said, any color that you decide to use as a base, it'll still come out the same. So now we're gonna go in and do the white on this yellow one. I didn't really look to see if I had like a deep green, you know, like the army color green. I'm sure I do, but I wanted to show that it didn't matter what kind of base you use, you can still get the same effect. In that CC wants to copy the same design, but I think she wants pink. I don't know. I think it's weird and random. I think it's really cute. Let me know what you guys like down below. We're gonna do one of the top coats will be shiny, one of the top coats will be matte. Let me know down in the comments below which one do you like best, the shiny or the matte, and then we're gonna go from there. I think matte. I put matte on my nails. I felt like since it was a camo design, it needed to be matte. I don't know. I just think it looks better that way. I think it stands out more with a matte top coat than it does um, a shiny top coat. This design needs a matte. To me, it does. But let me know what you guys think. I feel like this design needs some more white, needs some more black. You can close it up how much you would like. You don't have to let that background show so much. It's all in, it's all on how you want to do it. Like I said, there's no right or wrong. Just let your artistic self flow and see what it is that you want to come up with. I like to cure in between so that I don't mix the colors and then I get something that I really didn't want. So I'm going to cure this and add in just a little bit more black, just a little bit more gray. And this is kind of what we have here. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this one in the light. And then remember on the pink nail, we said that we were going to add in just a bit more black to the center where this white is. So I'm going to put some black in there to kind of break that up a little bit. Now that looks more random. Let me wipe that off again. I'm not sure. Let's go here. It look like that's connected and crossing over. Cause it's kind of what I did. I just, went in, crossed over a bit, whatever, whatever I felt like was good and what looked good to me in particular. So. Now I feel like that's cute. That's cute. I'll go ahead and throw that in the light. And let's switch out. There we go. I kind of like this one. I still think that, I think I said I was going to do a little bit of black. Put some up in here. Then I left some yellow peeking through right there. So, what do you guys think? All right, I'm gonna throw this one in the light for 60 seconds, and then we're gonna go ahead and top coat the pink one. And let's go with, I'm gonna do a matte on this one, and then we're gonna do a shiny on the yellow one. And then let me know down in the comments section below which one that you like better. And I'm just grabbing some random, I did the Joy Tea top coat, and I just grabbed whatever other top coat. I have the Joy Tea matte top coat that I'm gonna do on this pink one. And then you know what, I'm gonna make sure it's actually dry. I'm being on the safe side. I'm gonna throw it in the light again, just to be sure that it's dry. Okay, so we're gonna do matte on this one, and then we're gonna do shiny on the other one. I stuck this back in the light for a good minute to make sure that it was dry, because on mine was not dry all the way, and then I got a bit of a streak with the white. So just making sure that the white does dry completely before we do that. All right, and that's pretty much how you do camo, guys. I'm gonna stick this in the light, and then we're gonna put a shiny top coat on the yellow one. And then you guys let me know down in the comments below which is your favorite, shiny or matte, for the camo nails. Because there was a debate on whether or not if they should be shiny. I'm just using, oh, by the way, this came from a polygel kit. This is the Gershon top coat. I don't know. Yeah. You guys can see that. This is a standard top coat. We're going to make this one shiny, and then, I don't know. I think the camo needs to be matte. Who's with me? If you are team matte, drop a pink heart in the comments below. If you are team shiny, drop a yellow heart down in the comments below. Let's see. Let's see. All right, and here are the nails all finished. If you are team matte for the top coat, go ahead and drop a pink heart in the comments below. If you are team shiny, go ahead and drop a yellow heart down in the comments below. If you have any questions or anything like that, let me know. Don't be afraid to leave that in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. My handle is up in the upper left-hand corner of this video. And as always, stay safe, stay healthy, and be blessed.